When the International Court judges ruled 12-3 in favor of Chile, it took a moment to sink in. Huge crowds had come to downtown La Paz to watch the decision on a big screen.
After such high hopes, there's disappointment and defiance here in La Paz's main square, where hundreds of Bolivians gathered to listen to the International Court ruling. And many now are saying this battle may be lost, but the war to reclaim Bolivia's sea continues.
The ruling, 5 years in the making, states that Chile is not obliged to negotiate granting Bolivia sovereign access to the sea. And it's a binding decision, not open to appeal.
It makes all Bolivians sad, especially the young. The youth are the ones who dream of a sea, but this decision hurts our hearts. But we're not going to give up. Bolivia wants its sea, and sooner or later, Bolivia will have its sea.
Bolivia quiere mar y tarde o temprano Bolivia va a tener mar.
We have always known that taking the maritime demand to the International Court of The Hague was an option, but there are other paths we can take. What we must recognize is Evo Morales' leadership is putting this on an international level, so the whole world can see the injustice done to Bolivia.
Visibly somber, Bolivia's President Evo Morales, who was at The Hague, said Bolivia would continue to seek dialogue with Chile.
Bolivia nunca va a renunciar su enclaustramiento.
Bolivia will never give up its maritime demand. The Bolivian people and the people of the world know that through an invasion, our sovereign access to the Pacific Ocean was snatched away.
The 135-year-old dispute began when Bolivia lost its 400-kilometer coastline to Chile in a war that ended in 1884. Chile says the borders were settled in a 1904 peace treaty, and its president, Sebastián Piñera, said Morales had built up false hope with an unwinnable lawsuit.
La demanda establecida por el gobierno de Bolivia nunca tuvo ningún sustento.
The demand by Bolivia's government had no foundation, neither historical, political, nor legal. That is why it was categorically rejected by the International Court of Justice.
Total y categóricamente rechazada hoy día por la Corte Internacional de Justicia.
While the ruling was a clear victory for Chile, it didn't rule out future dialogue if both sides are willing. But for two countries that have not had full diplomatic relations in 40 years, genial discussions on this issue seem unlikely anytime soon. Dan Collins, CGTN, La Paz.